Ever since patch 8.11, Neon has been an absolute menace. Everyone except Neon mains has been voicing their frustration as Neon rushes around the map, catching enemies off guard and shutting them down before they even have a chance to react. Obviously, you can hear her coming, but when she decides to hit a site after a well-placed fault line from Breach, or a flash, or any other util that distracts you, most of the time, there's really not much you can do. Well, all of this Neon madness is going to be over soon because finally, Valorant's own game designer Penguin agrees with the community that Neon is too overpowered, and they're working on changes set to roll out in patch 9.11. For anyone who's been living under a rock, let's break down exactly why Neon is such an annoying agent to face. On the surface, it's obvious she's lightning fast, but add in her ability to slide at any moment and keep perfect shooting accuracy while doing it, and things start to feel downright unfair. To complete the Neon Nightmare experience, she also has a wall she can throw up to help enter sites, escape sticky situations, or isolate fights. You get the gist. Her stun might be the only balanced part of her kit since it actually takes some practice to use effectively. And then there's Neon's ultimate, a lightning gun with no recoil that costs just 7 ultimate points. Facing Neon is like trying to keep up with a whirlwind that's always one step ahead. This has left players clamoring for a nerf, and Riot has finally responded. In a tweet about patch 9.9, Penguin echoed the community's sentiment, admitting that they agree Neon is overpowered right now. And honestly, who could disagree? Just look at this.
I know exactly where you are.
If you can get to it.
What?
Oh!
With patch 9.11, Riot is finally bringing down the nerf hammer on Neon. You might be wondering why they buffed her in the first place, but more on that later. If it were up to me, I'd reduce Neon's slide charges from 2 to just 1 and then bring her stuns back up to 2. Another adjustment would be to lower or entirely remove her shooting accuracy while moving, and raise her ultimate cost to 8 orbs. That's the bare minimum I'd consider. Oh, but here's another idea. Riot could slow down Neon's sprint recharge, or better yet, stop it from recharging at all. That might sound a bit extreme, but it's still a possibility. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Riot has a reputation for rolling out changes bit by bit, until the agent eventually becomes unplayable. Sounds familiar? If these adjustments don't do the trick, we could tone down her left and right movement speed a bit, because that sidestepping is just nasty. Also, can they bring back the damage on Neon's walls? With these changes on the horizon, a lot of players, though maybe not everyone, are already celebrating. Valorant is finally addressing a major menace, and we might even see more people coming back to ranked gameplay. You might recall I mentioned why Neon was buffed in the first place, only to get nerfed again so soon. Here's the deal. Riot initially buffed Neon to add more variety to the duelist pool in competitive Valorant, but they definitely over-buffed Neon on this one. Now, we can expect some serious meta shakeups ahead. Neon, for the most part, is used on maps like Sunset, Pearl, and Haven. And with the nerfs just around the corner and the incoming Phoenix rework, it is possible that Neon could become an even more niche pick. But that is a good thing for the game as it promotes duelist diversification, especially if the Phoenix buffs end up being such game changers.
Come on, let's go.
The Neon nerfs will have a significant impact on the pro Valorant scene, especially with teams already grinding for the next season. At this point, Neon has become a key part of every team's playbook, but with these changes coming, they'll need to adapt once again. I know for a fact that some, if not all teams hate these kinds of adjustments. Just look at the Sky nerfs last season. Everybody was thrown for a loop. Personally, I enjoy these shakeups as they create chaos across the scene, making matches more unpredictable and therefore more entertaining to watch. For me, the teams that adapt to the new meta faster will undoubtedly gain a significant advantage. Let's see what the pros have to say about Neon and how they're reacting to the possible changes.
Bro, we're like... Do you see this? He's sliding in and his character is going... Like, how the f*** am I supposed to shoot that?
So what do you think about the upcoming Neon nerfs? Personally, I think it's a positive step towards creating a healthier environment for both ranked and pro scenes. But of course, we'll have to wait and see what the actual changes will be. Speaking of changes, let's talk about Ye. From being the guy who bounced around teams to now trying to reclaim his glory and make a true comeback. He's on a mission to conquer Valorant once again, Click on the video if that's something that interests you or if it's not up yet. Make sure you subscribe so you get notified once the video is live.